Hello, my name is Susie Yonkers and I'm the Community Relations Coordinator for Cumberland Electric. The past 2 years have definitely been more challenging and we've had to make so many accommodations to things we enjoy because of the pandemic. With that in mind, I'm so excited to announce that we are moving forward with the Washington Youth Tour this year. Washington Youth Tour is a once-in-a-lifetime, all-expense-paid trip to our nation's capital. Writing a 900-word short story has never been so rewarding. Here's how it works. You write an awesome 900-word short story entitled Building a Brighter Tennessee about electric cooperatives. Then a group of judges read through the short stories and select 12 students as winners to experience a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Those 12 students will join nearly 2,000 other students from across the United States for this amazing trip. I have provided your guidance counselors and English teachers with guidelines for the writing competition. I am pretty sure most of you know what cooperatives are, but I want to briefly highlight a few things about our cooperative for those who may not. CMC is a power distributor for 5 counties in Tennessee, serving Cheatham, Montgomery, Robertson, Stewart, and Sumner counties. Our main mission is to help meet the needs of our membership by delivering safe, affordable, and reliable services. We are also a non-for-profit business that is voluntary owned and controlled by the members. Unlike investor-owned utilities, an electric cooperative is operated by and for the members of the community and governed by a board of directors elected by the membership. So if CMC provides electric service to your home, then your family has ownership in our cooperative as a member. Not only does CMC provide electric service and broadband services to our members, but we also have a big heart for our community and schools. We love seeing our community succeed, and we try to do our part by providing opportunities and programs to help communities thrive and to help our youth become future leaders. I also have a quick video with previous Youth Tour winners telling of their experience on Youth Tour and why they feel 900 words can change your life. I'm so excited about the Washington Youth Tour this year, and I hope to see lots of great short stories.
The seat of American government, home of incredible history and beautiful monuments, and headquarters to the most powerful military on earth, Washington, D.C., it's truly an amazing place. Hi, I'm Aaron Lay with Tennessee's Electric Co-ops, and I'd like to tell you about an incredible opportunity for high school students just like you. Each year, Tennessee's Electric Co-ops sponsor a creative writing contest, and the winners qualify for some pretty remarkable prizes, including a week-long, once-in-a-lifetime trip to explore our nation's capital. Today I want to tell you about the amazing things that you can win through the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest, explain the rules and requirements, and tell you a little bit more about Tennessee's electric cooperatives that sponsor this annual contest. You could be 900 words away from a life-changing experience. Winners of the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest qualify for some remarkable experiences. It all begins with an unforgettable trip to Washington, D.C. to tour monuments, museums, and more. Winners also visit the White House and the U.S. Capitol building and meet members of Tennessee's congressional delegation. Food, travel, and lodging expenses are all paid for by Tennessee's electric co-ops. But travel is only the beginning. Winners are recognized in local papers, social media, and on the cover of the Tennessee Magazine. This exposure can be valuable as you begin looking for a job or applying to college. Speaking of college, winners qualify for a share of $16,000 in scholarships to help pay for your education. The top papers in the state receive a $3,000, $2,000, or $1,000 scholarship, and delegates who remain engaged with their co-op in the year following the trip can win a $10,000 Cooperative Youth Ambassador Scholarship. Partnering colleges in the state also recognize Youth Tour delegates with scholarships of their own. Finally, Youth Tour networking opportunities can create lasting connections. There are more than 6,000 former Youth Tour delegates in Tennessee and many more across the country. Politicians, authors, athletes, and business leaders, including Apple's CEO Tim Cook, are proud Youth Tour alumni. With so many great benefits for winners of the contest, you'll want to make sure that you enter and put forth your best writing efforts. Washington, D.C. was designed to leave visitors in awe. The federal district was carved out of woods, hills, and swamps to become an impressive backdrop to some of history's greatest events. Each day on the trip, Youth Tour delegates learn about history and experience history in the making. From monuments and museums to meetings with political leaders, delegates leave with enduring memories, vivid understanding of history and public policy, and friendships that last well beyond your week in DC. Here are some highlights of recent trips.
It's just really amazing to be here in person. You know, I'm used to reading in a textbook, and you know, in the textbook it's interesting, but when you really get down here and get in the museum and start seeing all the different artifacts and get to see the actual White House and the Capitol, and it's just really, really amazing, and it helps me, you know, learn. History's always been a problem for me because it didn't seem interesting, but when you're actually here and you're seeing it firsthand, it really changes your aspect on it.
You hear all these stories, you listen to all these people, and it takes this whole, like we're at right now, George Washington, it brings them off the paper and makes it real life.
I've been to DC once before on a less full-featured trip. I knew that this would be a longer trip, a trip with more stops and more visits to more places, and I was excited about that.
It's been amazing. I love everything we saw. It was all new to me because I've never been here before, so I was excited to come. I'm excited for everything and the things we've already done.
I think it's helping us go through and learn skills to network with other people, to be able to talk more to others, go out of our comfort zone. It's things that we really need to work on now and get good so that we can make use of it in the future.
This trip has been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where I've gotten to meet so many new people and network with so many people, and I've gotten to experience the city in a way that I've never been able to do before.
Before starting your paper, there are a few things to keep in mind. Creative writing is unlike the essays, research papers, and other writing projects you usually tackle in school. We are asking you to craft an engaging short story. Use your imagination to create characters, settings, and a plot. Take your subject and make it fun and interesting. This is a fiction inspired by facts. There are a few simple rules. To be eligible for this contest, you must be a high school junior this year. While you'll have creative freedom, your submission must be titled Electric Cooperatives, Building a Brighter Tennessee. Your story should explain how electric co-ops are building a brighter Tennessee through investments in energy, education, broadband, community development, and more. The maximum word count is 900 words. Entries must be typed and double-spaced, and be sure to include your final word count on your cover page. How will your story be judged? 50% of your score will depend on your story sticking to the theme and your knowledge of the subject. Do your research. Find out what makes the co-op model and their role in your community special. 35% of your score is based on originality and creativity. So take time to brainstorm a story that showcases all of your research in a unique, engaging way. After reading your entry, you want the judges to say, "This is a great story." The final 15% of your score will be based on the proper use of grammar and composition. Don't forget to proofread your work and clean up any mistakes, even minor ones, before submitting your story. If you are thinking, "I don't even know where to start," then I have good news. A full list of rules, resources, judging criteria, previous winning stories, and more is available online at youthtour.tnelectric.org or in the resources that may be provided by your teacher. You may be wondering why the power company is sponsoring this contest, and it's pretty simple. An electric co-op is way more than just a power company. Electric co-ops provide energy to 71% of Tennessee. That means that we serve about 1.1 million homes and businesses across the state. Co-ops operate more than 100,000 miles of power lines and invest more than $100 million each year in the power grid. While most utilities are owned by government entities or by large corporations, electric co-ops are unique because they are owned by the people that they serve. If your parents or grandparents pay their power bill to an electric cooperative, they are part owners of the co-op. They have an opportunity to vote for co-op leaders and on policies set by the co-op. This may sound like a small difference, but it impacts everything that they do. Electric co-ops are not for profit because they exist to serve consumers instead of making a profit for shareholders. Because of this, residential electric rates for co-ops in Tennessee are 17% lower than the national average. But co-ops do way more than simply keep the lights on. Way more. Co-ops were created to improve everyday life for the people and places that they serve. Energy is a big part of their mission, but they are also involved in their communities in many other ways. Co-ops are investing in the future of the communities they serve. Some are building advanced telecommunication networks to bring high-speed internet to rural Tennessee, while others are working to bring new businesses and jobs to the region. Another important way that co-ops invest in the future of their communities is by preparing you, a new generation of community leaders. That's why co-ops sponsor the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest and other programs that target young people. You are the future doctors, teachers, farmers, and elected officials, and electric co-ops want you to be prepared to lead your community in bold ways. Now that you know more about Tennessee's electric co-ops and all that they do for communities across the state, I hope you are excited to get started on your short story. Remember, if you need a refresher of the information provided in this video or additional content, visit youthtour.tnelectric.org or contact your local electric co-op. I hope you have a better understanding of the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest, the amazing things that you could win, and the rules and requirements. There are lots more resources on our website. Do not take this opportunity for granted. When I was in your shoes and thinking about applying, I did not fully comprehend the incredible impact that this program could have on my life. Now, as a Youth Tour alumnus myself, I can't fully put into words how much this program has meant to me. The Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest can change your life, and it only takes 900 words to start that journey. Speaking from experience, it is totally worth the effort that you put into this contest, and I promise you won't regret it. After all, 900 words changed my life. 900 words could do the same for you.